Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh no. What's happening? Where are we? Who knows? Who knows?
We're in the abyss, just like
What's
the
going
Mets.
on? Oh yeah. Yeah, it's good to be back though. Welcome to the first ever Monday 4 and 7 podcast. And for those that might be wondering what the fuck is going on here, well, this is going to be the start of an everyday thing, I believe. Monday through Friday, the 4 and 7 podcast, 11 a.m. I think, maybe. I hope so. But Chris, what's going on, man? How's it been? It's been a
Yeah,
while
we're
since
gonna
we've
we're
done
gonna.
this show.
Mets have won few games since the last time we did this show. It's actually much worse than I anticipated. Much worse. So I'm glad we took that hiatus. But we're back, and I got some positivity to spread for the New York Metropolitans.
I don't believe you. um. All right. Well, let's. But that is the new news.
Sorry, I'm trying to get my audio cooked up here because I'm in a different spot today because I'm watching the kids. They're screaming. Hold on.
Oh God. Oh God. All right. Well, I'll kick it off then. Oh, jeez.
Part of being injured, babe. Being home, being injured, get to watch the Mets, but you also have to watch the kids. And just a disaster.
Disasters all around. Hell yeah.
Disasters all around.
So, since let me pull up some stuff. So the Yankees, though, we ended strong. We just swept the Nationals. It's nice. It's nice. But before that, there was a lot of not nice shit happening with the Yankees, and I don't know what to even call it these days. The Boone swoon, but it is just this team can't do shit. It seems every year towards the middle of June, it's kind of insane. They were putting up stuff. It seemed like every day they were kind of breaking some new insane record. I think they had a back-to-back games where they struck out 17 and then 16 times. It's like, guys, I get it. Aaron Judge is gone. Not gone, but he's out. Stanton's out. So, it's going to affect your lineup, but I mean, no one's touching the ball. And that slide that they had, I believe they lost 7 straight. Was it?
I had to switch to the webcam. I know the quality is much worse, but my camo is not working right now.
Why? What happened?
I don't know. It won't stay up.
Yeah, I've heard that before. Well,
You brought up the Mets and everything fails.
good lord. But yeah, they had like a 3-10 record, just complete slide. I believe they're in second now. But my hot take is I think the Yankees are gonna win. They'll be in first. I think it'll be all right. I think it's gonna be okay. This seems to happen every fucking year. We will be getting Judge back. We'll be getting Stanton back. Grisham just came back, although I'm not still high on Grisham. I'm kind of surprised that we didn't see more of Spencer Jones when Grisham was out. They had him there for a bit, but they seem to just keep loving this fucking Volpe train, and I just, uh, Volpe just can't be in the lineup anymore. He just Caballero is your starting shortstop, and just end that with McMahon coming
Just end the
back.
experiment, right? It's
Yeah,
like, what are we doing anymore? I don't get it.
Yeah, just end it. Caballero's coming. I mean, not Caballero. McMahon's been actually hitting very well, and I think that's where we, keep him as your starting third baseman, and Rosario just have him start. Have him be that guy, the swing guy on the infield when a guy needs some rest. And that's it. Volpe can't be on. Like, there's no reason to have Volpe on this fucking team anymore. Absolutely none. He came back, yeah, a little bit of a nice stint, but immediately right back to a normal Anthony Volpe, which is unfortunately the Austin Wells and Volpe experiments need to be gone. Hopefully both of these guys are gone by the trade deadline. I don't know what we can even get for them, but anything could be better at this point. But that is my my hot take is I think Volpe and Wells are gone at the trade deadline and they will no longer be part of the New York Yankees. What about you, sir? What do you got going on
Yeah, my
over on the
hot
Mets
take
end?
is the rest of this season is about, or whatever, not the rest of the season, but the rest of the next quarter of the season, I guess till the deadline is everybody's up for grabs. My hot take would be Francisco Lindor is on the block. I think if you get a great offer for Francisco Lindor, you get a bunch of prospects, a starter, a young starter. You got to move him too. The only untouchables right now: Benj, Ewing, Soto, McLean, Christian Scott. Basically, those are the only untouchables. Everyone else is up for grabs. Anyone that wants these guys, take them. You have a bunch of good players that are gonna be able to go, especially relievers. You're gonna have a lot of relievers you're gonna be able to move. Those are always like the big trade deadline acquisitions. You always are able to rob some teams for good relievers. You got Minter, you got Weaver, even Williams is gonna be on the block there. I trade everyone. I mean, there's no point to keep anyone at this point. That's it. I mean, Lindor, Bichette. If anyone wants Bichette, go try to move him. Anyone can get it here. The Mets trade deadline is rated E for everyone right there. And
Yeah,
also the Mendoza, I understand they had to fire him. You look at the Phillies completely turned it around. They got rid of their manager, brought in a new one, and the team completely turned it around. We've discussed on this show, if you watched it previously, that firing Mendoza was going to do nothing for this team because the roster construction was so poor.
yeah.
And they're 6-10, I think, with Andy Green since getting rid of Mendoza. He was clearly not the problem. He was, if you want to say, a small problem, but not the major problem. And then you have Cone coming out and saying Stearns is basically untouchable. So I don't know. I don't know where the team goes from here. We'll get into it. I got sub strategy, sub points, but yeah, that's basically it. That's my hot take. E for everyone. Trade everyone. Move on.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I was, you know, I don't want to say I was in that aspect, but I've been really. I just kind of want Aaron Boone gone, and this brings right into the Boone swoon here. You know, it happens every year, and like June 24th, the Yankees were 48-31, best record in baseball, number one
Yep.
in run
Right when we did the show.
differential. Yeah, rotation was rolling. We just beat Scooble and the Tigers. Cloud nine. Then 7 days later, they lost. It's a full week out. They lost 9 of the next 10. We got fucking swept by the Red Sox, which is like, come on. And now they use that as a bounce board. I think now they're like a half game out of the wild card or something like that. So they use that to catapult their season. Um,
Mhm.
and it's just been pretty much
Mets got
just
swept by the Red Sox too.
pretty much just hit rock bottom there for a while. It was almost like we couldn't buy a win. And now they sit back 54-42 heading into the All-Star break, second in the American League East. But I don't know, man. It's something with Boone. It just rubs me the wrong way, and I don't even know if it would make a difference. Honestly, I really don't know if it would even make a difference if there was another
Right.
manager. Because I do think this team is good. I do think,
They're very talented. The
yeah,
young guys are good.
yeah. We just there's a couple things in here that I just don't like. Volpe being one of them, which I've been pretty much talking about all season long. But I believe Lombard Jr. is hurt or got banged up in the minor league system. So you know, but with McMahon coming on, Caballero has proven like he needs to be the starting shortstop. Jazz is back, hitting better anyway, although still, he airmailed the ball the other day. Luckily, it got bailed out, but it was should have been root inning ending. Instead, gave up a run, just floating one over the guy's head on a routine throw. It's just like, oh, okay, all right,
Like, you
Jazz.
want
Like
to talk
so.
about bad defense? You came to the right place here.
Oh yeah, that was another thing. I think they had like 26 unearned runs in like a week or something like that. Like the Yankees were just very, very bad. Unfortunately, looking just like their hometown rivals. Uh, that's what they were looking like. I mean, it was like
Run
that.
prevention, baby.
But the Boone swoon to me, I don't know. It happens every year. Would this team even look different if we moved on to a different manager? I don't know. I personally would still love to see Alex Rodriguez managing the Yankees, but I might be on a fucking island with that one. The big bright spot though, man, fucking Ben Rice, dude. He is on pace to hit 51 home runs this season, putting him up, with top guys. I mean,
Mhm.
there's only a few guys that have ever hit 50, and we're looking at Ruth, Judge, Maris. I think
Mhm.
Mantle came close. I think. So like
So what? To 50.
yeah, in the ballpark around 50 home runs for Yankees. Did
Mhm.
Mantle almost hit 50? Could be making shit up. But as of right now,
Oh, man, because he was in the race for 60, 61.
yeah, exactly. Never mind. So Ben Rice right now, 29 home runs, 66 ribbies, 275 batting average, 961 OPS. I mean, so he's on pace for a 51 home run season and 116 RBIs. The fact that you got this guy, and then when Judge comes back, you're gonna have to deal with both of them, and it's a righty lefty combination too. That's what's even more insane. Um, good luck. Good luck in the playoffs, man.
Mm.
Ben Rice has been. I mean, if there was any doubt that letting Soto go was not the right decision, I mean Ben Rice absolutely. Anyone that was doubting Ben Rice has completely negated anything negative because I
Right, but
mean
imagine having Soto.
no
Soto, Ben Rice,
no
Ed
honestly
Judge. That'd be
I
completely unfair.
I'd rather not have Bellinger just because he can play defense. Soto's defense, as you just witnessed, what was it last week where a regular fucking ball just gets right by him, no effort,
Mhm.
uh, and literally no
Inside
effort
the
for an
park home run.
inside the park home run. Like, yeah, I'll take Cody Bellinger, man. Like, I would rather on with
You don't
Soto
mean that. You're
leaving,
just
we
hurt.
were able to get so much more. We got Goldschmidt in that, we got Freed in that, Bellinger. So I don't know. I'll take all the holes that we were able to fill because of Soto's departure. Honestly, I'll take all that. But yeah, Ben Rice has really been killing it, and I just glazed upon um, Judge and Freed here. Judge should be back. They keep saying around August is the perfect time for the All Star Jesus Christ, the
Yeah.
All Star break for the Yankees. Coming off that terrible slide, now they're starting to get it back together. Just everyone relax. I love that like Cam Schlittler is just refused to even bother with the All Star game. It really just shows you the level of maturity that kid is already at. And what he said after, he had one bad outing where he kind of got hit around or whatever. He was just like basically saying these guys talking about I'm fucking regressing. He's like, nah, I'm good.
Mhm.
And then comes back, bounces
Yeah.
back, huge win against Tampa. He's
And the
everything that.
Nationals the other on your birthday.
Yeah. Nah, well, and that was another late game heroics by the Yankees again. They kind of did that to the
Mm.
Nationals every game, eighth inning comebacks. So exciting to see, but the All Star break could not come at a better time, and hopefully, very curious to see how Ben Rice does tomorrow. Or is that tonight? Is the home run derby tonight, or is it tomorrow?
Homer Derby is tonight.
Oh, who's your
Yeah.
money on for the home run? Actually, we're gonna close out with that. Hold on. And then so yeah, I think the All Star break is coming at the perfect time with just to rest up, just to take a step back. Everyone got any nagging injuries? Just relax, come back, and then hopefully we can turn this shit back around. I believe we open up with the Dodgers. Dodgers are coming to the Bronx on the 17th, so there you go.
Our
Let's see what
Mets are
it does
opening with
for them.
Philly.
But all right, let's move on. Let's move over to the 7 train. What do you got? Time to sell?
Yeah, time to sell. Like I said earlier, I mean, basically, I'll go through everyone that can. I mean, anyone that wants Louis Robert, I think he will attract someone. You get like maybe like a single A guy, maybe a double A guy at best. Robert could go. If anyone wants Polanco, maybe a second half DH if you still believe in him, if he can even move anymore. bring him in. You could trade him, maybe get anything. At this point, you're looking for pieces that maybe you could bundle in on a trade. Like you get like a bunch of minor leaguers, you put them in the farm system, and then hopefully in the offseason trade a bunch of these guys and get a top end pitcher or a top end third baseman or something like that. Mark Vientos, he's been an absolute embarrassment, but he has one true quality right now. He's dominating lefties. So he's a guy that might attract some offers. Guy you could bring in a pinch hitting situation because against left-handers, he's hitting something like 800 on base percentage or something like that, or slugging, whatever it is. But he's dominating left-handed pitching. He can't hit right-handing at all. So if you have a right-hander in there, he has to be on the bench. Bo Bichette, he's turned it on a little bit lately. He's hitting somewhere around 255, I think, 10 homers. He's playing much better. He's kind of under the radar because the Mets are such an embarrassment. So you don't really, look at like how Bichette has kind of turned it around. So maybe he'll attract some offers. I doubt it because that contract is pretty crazy. Lindor, I think, will have a lot of suitors. Will they be willing to part with him is the question. His value is probably the lowest it's been since being a Met because now his defense seems to be slipping. Last night they were beating the Red Sox 2-0 in the ninth. Williams is pitching a routine ground ball to Lindor, inning double play. He botches it. Of course, Williams walks in a run, then gives up a little floater over second base. They can't make that play. They end up losing 3-2. Absolute embarrassment. Just another continuation of embarrassing for the first half of this Mets season. You go to catcher Alvarez. I'd probably hold on to Alvarez. When you look, Brett Beatty, he can go. And outfield, Ewing, Ben, Soto. This is an outfield that could be a force to be reckoned with for the next couple of years. I mean, these guys. One good thing you want to talk about with Stearns is, well, I'll go to the outfield first, but Stearns got rid of Nimmo. I thought Nimmo had more value, so bringing in Simeon, who's an absolute embarrassment, another guy that hopefully they could trade off. But getting rid of Nimmo opened the door to bring in Ewing. So Stearns gets a lot of slack, but I also like to a lot of crap. I mean, but I also like to be positive when he does something good. He got rid of Nimmo because he saw the writing on the wall where Ewing was going to come in. And everyone talks about, oh, well, Nimmo, Alonso. Alonso is the big one. Getting rid of Alonso was a disaster. But getting rid of Nimmo, not a bad deal because you gave a spot for Ewing. That was more important for the season, especially now. Now you got I'm sorry, not Ewing, Benj. Now they brought up Ewing afterwards. So now you got Ewing, Benj, Soto in the outfield. That's a great outfield. Nothing to worry about with that. I think that's the only positive. If you're watching this season, if you're going to the game, I think the only bright spot is AJ Ewing and Carson Benj because Soto's awesome. He's going to continue to be awesome, but you don't want to bring your kids to a game to watch Marcus Simeon anymore, or Francisco Alvarez, Mark Vientos, Brett Beatty. I mean, that was David Stern's biggest fall, is that he really believed in this young core. And he got rid of the older core, and he believed in the Vientos, the Beatty, Alvarez. He thought bringing in a few pieces like Robert, Simeon, and Polanco was going to have this team in contention. The problem is that he brought in all these guys that are injury-prone losers, and they proved to be injury-prone losers. They didn't turn it to anything that they're not. That's what they are, and they were exactly that. So, I think now you talk about Stearns. Obviously, Cohen addressed the media. And that's one thing I do like. The owner does seem to actually care about this team. He addresses it. He's big. He's actually a big Met fan. He has unlimited pockets. But he came out and he said, look, Stearns is basically here till the end of 2027 when the end of his contract runs up. All right, you believe in him as the player of baseball operations, which is his title. You think that he's rebuilding the farm and he's, doing all these things behind the scenes with contracts and freeing up money for next year. Fine. But you have to bring in a general manager. Stearns is clearly incapable of building an MLB roster. If he's good with all the other stuff, fine. Keep him as the player of baseball operations, but get the ego out of the room. Get an actual GM because the product that you're putting out there right now on the major league level is completely unacceptable and uncompetitive. You preached run prevention. How many times did you hear run prevention about the Mets? All offseason to the point where it was so fucking annoying. And then what do? They just have the most embarrassing errors. You talked about the Juan Soto one. Now, obviously, Juan Soto's no Gold Glover. You don't bring him in for that reason. But a fly ball out to left shouldn't be an inside the park home run. A ground
Yeah.
ball to Francisco Lindor to end the game shouldn't result in the Mets going from 2-0 on a standard routine double play ball to losing 3-2 and getting swept. A ground ball to third base shouldn't just go to the outfield every single time. We don't
Yeah,
throw
it's
anybody out. Alvarez is a good hitter, but he's terrible behind the plate. They have no first baseman. I mean, every single time you go on X, it's Vientos making an embarrassing play at first. It's just you talked about run prevention. It's complete opposite. So you didn't build a good defensive team that can't hit. You built a bad defensive team that also can't hit.
hell yeah.
So that
But at
go
least
ahead.
you got young pitchers though, right?
Yeah, so that's one positive. All right, so Kodai Senga, obviously an embarrassment. Another guy that's actually a sneaky trade deadline guy is Sean Manaea. He's actually now his ERA is still high because he started so bad, but he's actually pitching well. He's a guy that they could trade at the deadline. He's fully healthy now, it seems. It seems like the injury took a lot longer to actually come back from. His velocity was dipped throughout the first quarter of the season. It started to come back. He's pitching much better now. I could see them moving him. Now you got guys like Nolan McLean, he's been good, not great. He has great stuff. I feel like if you read up on him, the thing that he's doing too much, he's not relying on his dominant pitches. He's trying to build more of like a 5-6 pitch arsenal, and he's relying a lot on those other pitches, which he hasn't quite mastered. And he's not throwing them over the plate. He's not controlling them. He's walking more guys. I think he's still going to be a dominant pitcher. He's young. He looks great. I mean, he pitched great in the World Baseball Classic, so you know he can handle like pressure situations. They have guy Christian Scott. He's been out the last 2 years with the injury. I was big on him. If you watched the earlier shows again, I was big on him coming back because he was another one. He was like the Nolan McLean in the farm system. Then he's bounced back from the injury. He's pitching great. Obviously, not getting the wins he should be getting, but they're because the Mets are not winning. Uh, you have Jonah Tong. He's been terrible in AAA. Hopefully, they could figure him out because he's their top prospect. He was the guy that was supposed to be I guess Cam Schlittler. You know, everyone talked about him. He dominated AAA last year. He's had trouble in the majors. They sent him back down this season. He's really having some trouble down there in AAA. You have Jack Wenninger. Let me get his actual name. Hold on. Oh,
Wettinger.
before I go to him, Zach Thornton, the lefty that they brought up. They let him pitch. He pitched against the Red Sox yesterday. He was the one that they blew that game for him, but he's been pitching great. So right there, you got McLean, Scott, Thornton. They're probably going to trade Peralta, another guy on the deadline watch because he's not as advertised, and you're not going to give a guy like that $50 million a year. He's another one of those guys. Maybe he just can't pitch in New York. I don't know what the thing is. So one second you put that Met uniform on, you're just a disgrace. But he has the name. He's a top end pitcher. He probably will continue to be a top end pitcher once they trade him. So you're gonna have McLean, Scott, Thornton. I guess you'll have whoever pitches the rest of the year, whoever they throw out there. If you trade Peralta, but maybe they could bring in a guy out from the Pirates because they have a good starting rotation right now, and they're not gonna be able to pay all those guys. I don't know. I don't know where they go from here, but they do have a little bit of a core, I guess that you want to say. Maybe Stearns was magic with these contracts and it's going to free up a lot of money, and maybe this offseason they can go all in. I don't know. They're going to have to bring in a GM. They definitely no, they don't not gonna have to. They have to. It's mandatory. It's proven that this guy cannot do a major league roster. He was terrible at the trade deadline last year. Now I thought he brought in some good guys, Ryan Helsey, but they failed here again. You know, they throw on the Met uniform and they're terrible. I don't know if there's like a research department that you can look up. Like maybe they just can't pitch in the East Coast. I don't know what it is, but I don't trust Stearns on this trade deadline. I think it's a crucial trade deadline, and I think he's probably going to fail again.
Yeah, I'd say there's no reason to not believe that that would not be the case. I mean, what's the track record? You know what I mean? Like the
Yeah, they brought in Mullins last year,
yeah,
Helsey, complete disasters.
but you know, yeah, it's really hard to watch. You know, obviously there's more hope on the on the four train over here, because you know the Yankees are still I believe what were they 2 games back now? You know, so they're still within striking distance. Obviously have taken on first. Well, you know, it seems like they just kind of instead of just running away with the division, they keep having these long lulls of just playing like the Mets for fucking 2 weeks, and they just keep letting it go. I mean, if the Yankees have just shown any kind of consistency, um, they would be running off with it. But I mean, that's kind of been all baseball this entire season. I mean, really, no team is just purely dominant. And right, I don't think
Right.
is there a specific team that's just absolutely in no man's land and come like they could just take a month off and still be leading? Hold on a second. Let's
No,
see. No,
I don't think
Yankees are
so.
3 games back. 3 games, 1.5, 2, 5. Oh wait, never mind. No, the
Because
Dodgers.
even
The
I
NL
thought it was going
West.
to be the Braves, but the Phillies completely turned it around.
Yeah, the
The
Phillies are
biggest
only two
surprise, I'd
games
say, is the
back.
White Sox at 50 and 45.
That is kind of crazy. They're tied with the Guardians though. And then right after that, the Twins are still only 3 games back. So that's the Central is
It's a tight
pretty
race.
dang good.
Yep.
But honestly, it's just the NL West. I mean, the Dodgers have 11 and a half game lead on the Diamondbacks. So the Dodgers could take a month off and
Oh,
probably
wow.
be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So forgive me for that one.
I mean, the
They're
Padres are
they're
still a
still
scary
killing it.
team there, but yeah.
But let's
Also,
get
I
to
want to
some.
talk about is the Mets, the draft yesterday. It seems like, the state Mets clearly prioritized pitching, first round pitcher, second round outfielder, third round
There's a
pitcher, fourth
baseball
round
draft.
pitcher,
No one fucking
or
cares.
sixth round pitcher, seventh round pitcher, eighth round pitcher. So Stearns went all in on the pitching there. That's probably smart. I think drafting, you got to just hammer pitchers home, and
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's the baseball draft,
it's a
and
crapshoot.
yeah, it's a
Right.
complete yeah.
40
It's
rounds.
baseball is one of the only sports where like it kind of doesn't matter. Um, there are so many first round busts in baseball. That
Oh, yeah.
it's kind of crazy to see how there are guys like let's take Ben Rice for example. Somehow when he comes up to the major leagues, he's a better player than he was. Like, and then you got these guys that are unbelievable in the minors, and they come up, and it's they can't play. So
Right.
baseball is like one of
That's
those
why I
weird
absolutely hate when GMs prospect hug. It's like, move these guys. If you have a chance to get like a guy like that's top end
proven.
and
Yeah,
awesome, yeah. Like for example, like if Skeens was available and you're like, well, we have these prospects that might turn out to be Skeens. It's like, no, go all in. Trade everything, trade AAA for Skeens. Just move your whole
yeah.
AAA team for them.
But yeah, but let's get to some fun stuff. We got the home run derby coming up, and who you betting on? Because we got Kyle Schwarber. I'm gonna butcher this fucking name. Mutaka Murakami. Maybe that I fucked it up. I don't know. Jordan Walker, Ben Rice, Junior Camarino. Oh, this is gonna be beautiful. Jack Caglione, Bryce Harper, and Wilson Contreras. I think I actually got all those names right. That might be fucking a miracle.
By the way, Murakami is a guy that Stearns went after Polanco over. I went over this earlier too. So I think Murakami is going to continue to haunt us Met fans and win this home run derby.
Yeah, that's it. That's who you put money on. They got
Plus
DraftKings
500.
has plus 500. Yeah, I'm gonna be a homer, man. I'm gonna take Ben Rice doing it with his dad. Gotta love the vibes. It's I'm gonna go with Ben Rice plus 850. That's what I would
I
take
was reading
today.
something funny. They're like, oh, if they need any pitchers to pitch to these guys, Kodai Senga is available.
Oh my god. But yeah, I mean, out of everyone on this list, let's see who's actually, because not everyone likes to join, but actually, no, yeah, Schwarber's leading the league with 32. Then you got Ben Rice at 29, and then Caminero at 28. So, all right,
What's Murakami at? He's got to be at what, 25?
Nah, he's at 20.
Really? So he's actually slowed down a little bit.
Yeah, he slowed down a lot. He's at 20. Bryce Harper's at 20. Wilson
Yep.
Contreras is at 20, and I think the only other guy, Caminero is. Oh wait, no, yeah, he's at 28. Yeah, no, so should be interesting. I don't even see what's his name on here. Where is Caglioni. How many homers this guy got? Did he just get in because he's fun? Where did this guy come
Actually,
from?
Soto would have been good to this list because Soto, I think, would have been a good pick here because he's actually hot. He's been hitting a lot of home runs.
No, he's got to focus on that season, man. Yeah, I don't even see this guy on the top. Where is this guy?
What were you talking about?
Jack Caglioni. Who are you? Let's see. So I'm not seeing him in the home run leader. Where is this guy?
He's on the Royals 260,
He's
15, and 35. What the
got
hell is he
15
doing on
home
the
runs.
home run derby?
Yeah, well, and somehow he's not last. He's plus 700. I don't understand. Like, wouldn't you think he'd have the best? Like,
Maybe
if
he hit 10 in like
oh
this
yeah,
month.
yeah, maybe. I don't know, because like, how is Contreras plus 1400 and he's plus 700? Meanwhile, this guy's got
Yeah.
15 homers. Okay, all right.
They know something.
Yeah,
Never
they
go
know
against the
something. Yeah,
books.
yeah. Maybe he's got that pitcher thrown to him that you just mentioned.
Godai Senga, yeah.
They're
You're
like,
gonna hit
oh
a lot of
shit.
home runs off
They're
him.
like, oh shit, we got to give it to him.
Is he throwing like batting practice? No, he's gonna pitch regular.
And then who do you got? You got American League taking it or National League? Who are you taking? You taking Murakami?
National League. National League is better this year. Going National League. I think that's gonna. I do like that the National League and the American League, like the All Star Game, means something. I think they should institute that to all, like the NBA All Star Game, because having it mean something is cool and fun. Like the fact it means a lot for the World Series.
Since when? What I miss?
Whoever wins the All Star Game gets home field.
They still do that? I thought they
The
don't do
World
that
Series.
anymore.
They don't do that anymore. Am I?
Whoa,
bugging?
hold on a second. Who's a fraud? Let's see. Is it me or you? Let's see. What happens when the team wins the All-Star game?
No, it doesn't. It no
In
longer
baseball.
determines home field advantage.
Yeah, I was gonna say they got rid of that shit.
They stopped it they stopped in 2017. Wow.
Yeah, where? Yeah, I was like
10 years off.
Almost 10 years ago.
God.
Yeah, missed it by
For 10
that
years, I've been
much.
telling people that too.
Wow. Yeah, it's basically
I've been
just
spreading misinformation for a decade.
yeah. Every guy gets 25 grand. The winning team or whatever, every player on the winning team receives
That's what I
25
meant,
grand,
Yeah.
and then bragging rights. So yeah, there's really
Yeah.
no
nothing.
there's nothing here. There's nothing here. But again, I mean, baseball has always been like with their all-star games, like baseball is definitely can be an exhibition sport. So like it's not like football where it's such a significant drop off watching it because like you can just tell no one's playing. Like the linemen aren't hitting each other, no one's getting jammed up at the line. At least like
they
baseball,
don't even do tackle anymore. It's flag.
it's gonna be exactly. So like baseball, it's you can have more fun with it, especially when but yeah, no one's. I mean, I guess the guy can throw a meatball over the plate, right? Just be like, here you go, fucking hit this schmuck, you know.
Yeah.
I guess you could do that. But yeah, you're not going to see like, oh my God, these guys aren't trying. It's more like they're just having fun because they don't really give a shit. Whereas in football, you're like, what am I watching?
Right.
Like,
and almost when you have a pitcher go to the All-Star game, you don't want him to pitch. You're like, don't pitch this guy.
Yeah. And that's why I'm actually excited that, you know, Cam was like, nah, I'm good. I don't need to be a part of it.
Yeah. Plus he just pitched. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, nah, I'm fine. Doesn't mean anything because I'm pretty sure, you know, these things do matter when contract years and shit come up. So I'm sure his agent's not happy about it, assuming he has one.
Well, if you get a roster nomination, that still counts towards your contracts and everything.
Oh, are you sure about that? Or did you just make that shit up too?
It's gotta, right?
It's gotta. I hope so. Maybe. But yeah, I mean, this is gonna be like kind of a short and sweet show. Nothing crazy. Just getting it back. Actually, so I guess tomorrow we'll be talking all about the All-Star game, right?
Yeah.
The All-Star game.
No, home run derby.
All the home run derby. Yeah. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Watch that shit tonight.
Yep.
See what I'm telling you, man. I think
So don't tune into your local radio station anymore. Tune in right here live for your
yes.
drive to lunch or your drive home if you worked super early morning shift.
Yeah, no, we're gonna be here Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. live on the Kaju Live KLTV Fandom Network, and then obviously all of the episodes will be uploaded within the hour, probably to Square Table Sports. Yes, yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes. Although I believe I did not
Right.
record this, so that's kind of funny.
Oh, beautiful.
We're off to a great one.
My camo didn't work. Bad video quality for me. Didn't record. The
Yeah,
dog's bumping the table the whole show.
but all right, I think that about does it for today, and we will see you
Yep.
fucking tomorrow morning. Have a good day, everybody.
Mets
Peace.
fans, enjoy your night. We can't lose tonight.
Yes.
We
It's the
don't
little
even have any
things.
home run derby representation.
It's the little things in life.
Easy dub.